Welcome to the top 5 horror movies. Just joking, it's not really the night time. It is the lovely daytime, as you can see. But yes, we are doing the top 5 horror movies. Welcome back to my channel. As you know, I did say a couple of seconds ago that we're doing top 5 horror movies. We are later in the day. I filmed that section earlier, just to get that out of the way. But we are doing this section now. The main event. The moment you've all been waiting for, I'm sure. Anyone that knows me well knows that I like horror films a lot. But I also hate them because they terrify me. Got me a trusty cup of tea right here. Love the genre. Never get to sleep at night. They just have that effect on me. But I think they are genius, and the whole thing behind them is amazing. But I instantly regret watching them afterwards. But I'm gonna give you my top 5 horror films. I mean, the ones that I own. I don't own every single horror film in the entire world, but these are the ones that I think I like the most out of my collection that I have. I do have some more, but they would be on a top worst horror films list. If you're interested in that, leave a comment down below. But I'm going to give you my top ones, because who doesn't want to watch a good horror film? My advice would be watching them late at night to get the full effect as well. I thought also with this video I'd switch it up, because I just don't want to stick to theatre. Obviously, theatre is my life, but I have other interests. So, coming in at number 5 is Annabelle Comes Home. This is a bit of a controversial one. This is the latest film in the Conjuring series. It mainly focuses on Ed and Lorraine Warren's daughter, Judy. And it starts when Annabelle comes to the Warrens' house and they lock her up and all that stuff. For me, this film is on my list because it actually had some really good scares in it. Some people think that the Conjuring universe is just all about the scares and there's no plot to the films. For me, this is one of the films that actually has a plot and is actually quite scary. I mean, if this stuff happened to me in real life, I would be terrified for life. So that's why it's on this list. Sticking with the Conjuring universe, coming in at number 4, the first Conjuring film. For me, this is the best film in the Conjuring universe, purely because I think it's the first one. James Wan knew what he was doing with this, and it freaked me out the first time I watched it. I think it takes a while to get into, but once you get about halfway through, when all the really ghostly things start happening, it's actually a really good and gripping film. I found the tension was really brought up in this film, alongside Annabelle Comes Home. I think they both built tension well, and the effects really paid off for me, so that's why they're on my list. Number 3, I only watched this film this year, but it's been out for a while. Let's see, it came out in 2006. It's like the first A Quiet Place. It's called Don't Breathe. If anyone doesn't know Don't Breathe, it's about these people that go into this man's house to rob him of some alleged money that's in his house, but they don't know that he's an ex-army man, but he's blind, so he can only use his hearing to attack them with. This film is on my list because it actually pulls off some really genuinely great twists. Things happened in this film that I was like, wait, what? Why? The ending will freak you out. No matter if you get scared or not, it's freaky. But, it scared me, not only because it had some really good jump scares. Sorry, that's my dog in the background. It's really good story. It's a really good story. I watched it on the bus, because this one came with the digital download, and I almost dropped my phone on the bus because I got scared. Number 2. This came out in 2019. It is the sequel to the first It film. It is It Chapter 2. I prefer this one over the first. I love the first. I think it's a great film, but for me, this is the more scary one. It's more funny as well. As much as I thought the kids were funny in it, in the first one, the adult cast are fantastic, and it really freaked me out, this one. I think this one, they weren't trying to go for scares, so when the scares happened, it really freaked me out. There's one bit underneath some bleachers at a baseball game, and there's this little girl, and she meets Pennywise, and let's just say it's not her arm that gets ripped off like Georgie happened to have him, it's her face instead. Storyline, for me, is a lot better. I personally find the It films better than the TV miniseries with Tim Curry. I just think it's a bit dated, the old one, so that's why I don't really like it so much. But, coming in at number 1, I love this film because it freaks me out. Ghost Stories. Now, I've seen the play twice, and the play is phenomenal. It's like The Woman in Black, but 10 times worse, in terms of scares. This film is based off the play because the play came first. So, they did make some changes in the film. They put a bit more backstory, but it still has the same effect. There's still the same twist at the end for those who have seen the play. It is really gripping. It really knows how to build tension. Plus, the main character, Professor Goodman, is played by Andy Nyman, who wrote the show alongside Jeremy Dyson. Jeremy Dyson didn't be in the show, but Andy Nyman was in the show playing this character, and yet he's playing him in the film as well. The acting is superb. They've got a great cast. Martin Freeman is in there for those who watch Sherlock or Nativity, the Christmas film. It really, really scared me and really freaked me out for reasons I did not think it was going to. I think out of the 3 times I've watched it, I've got scared every time. It's one that will not disappoint you for scares. It doesn't try to scare for the sake of scaring. This is what the writers said as well. They said they don't scare because they have to. They scare because it's needed. So those are my top 5 horror films. If you've got any that you love, write them down below. Be interested to take a look at them. Also, like I said, if you want some top worst ones, I do have some which I could, share. But yeah, obviously, have a great day. You've been really lucky. You've got 2 videos in one day. I know, I was feeling really, really lucky for you guys. So, that is it for today. On Saturday, so today's Thursday, Saturday I'm planning to do a baking video, because one thing I do love to do is bake. I'm going to be hopefully baking a Victoria sponge cake. I'll end up baking something, if it's not a cake, but if you guys want to look out for that, obviously, if you want to hit the notification bell down at the bottom, feel free to do so, so every time I put a video up, you get a reminder so you can watch it. So yeah, until Saturday, it'll probably be late Saturday, by the time it's uploaded. Have a great rest of the week, guys. I know that a lot of school children are finishing for the week. I'm finishing for the week tomorrow. So have an amazing, amazing rest of the week. And I'll see you soon, guys.